What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we're going to be checking out some of my battles from the Master League Classic. And if you guys recognize this team, it's because I ran it last season to hit Legend, but with a twist. Instead of Melmetal there, we're bringing out Metagross because Zacian is a very popular pick, being that fairy new legendary doggo that has great coverage moves on the meta, close combat being the one we're really concerned about. Metagross now with the Steel Psychic typing takes neutral damage from it, plus Bullet Punch allows it to farm down. We're going to see some Zacians today in these battles. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about these team and these battles, and let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, getting into the first battle here. Let's see how this goes. We have Garchomp on the lead versus Dialga. Not a very good matchup for us, so we're going to go ahead and swap out right away into Lugia. Lugia has been a very good safe swap for us, and quite often the Dialgas stay in, which is very beneficial for our Garchomps, and hopefully they don't have Togekiss in the back. That's kind of like one of the big things we got to worry about. But we're going to go ahead and no shield right here. It is going to be an Iron Head, which is a great no shield. You do need to watch out for Draco Meteor and Thunder, but we're just going to go straight Aeroblast right here. If this lands, we can commit to the farm down and have loaded energy for whatever they decide to bring in. And it did land, so that's beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and shield if they do get to the Iron Head, which they do. So we'll give up one shield right here. That's fine because now I have switch advantage. We will farm down this way if they do have a Togekiss in the back, but you guys saw they actually just swapped into Kyogre, so that Kyogre is now switch locked. You can tell because firstly the Dialga was at like 1 HP, and if you look at the top right, there's 3 Pokeballs still there, which means the Dialga is still alive, which allows us to bring in this Groudon, or not Groudon, the Garchomp versus the Kyogre right here. Now we do need to be very careful about how much damage we are taking from waterfalls and surf, so I'm going to have to throw the Sand Tomb to get this thing low, and hopefully 1 or 2 more Dragon Tail should be enough to take it out before they get to another charge move. So we do take it out right there, which is beautiful. If Dialga comes back in, it's going to go down right away to one fast move, and the final Pokemon is in fact a Zacian. Now this is very troubling also. Zacian having Snarl gains energy very quickly, and we have a Metagross in the back, and this thing has 2 shields, and it's going to have a ton of energy from farming us down because I cannot swap out. So I need to pull some good plays right here. We're going to go in with Metagross, swap to Lugia once they see our Metagross. That way we catch the charge move right here. Guaranteed close combat. Most likely, yeah, it is going to be close combat. So we catch it, and now they're going to have to swap out as well to clear the debuff. So here comes the Dialga that goes down. Next thing is they cannot throw a close combat first because they're going to go too quick. They're going to go down too quick to fast move, so I'm going to no shield. And it's going to be a play rough, which is beautiful. This is now going to allow me to safely farm them down and shield once right here. Hopefully they don't have 2 close combats. If they do, it is game over, but this is the best we can do. We're going to go ahead and shield and go 1 more fast move, and we are able to take them down, and that is going to be a good game, very well played. So some really nice calls right there to pull out a win. All right, so we got Garchomp on the lead versus Dialga. Again, what do? We go straight into the Lugia. You guys are going to see Dialgas all over the place. It's one of the best Pokemon for Master League and Master League Classic. But again, we're staying in this matchup. Now, hopefully we can get to this Aeroblast in time, which they do decide to throw the charge move now. So this is definitely questionable. I am still going to no shield right here, and it's going to be an Iron Head, which again works perfectly for us. We can throw this Aeroblast. If we get a shield, this is going to be pretty interesting, but hopefully this lands. We get a shield. All right, so now this is going to be kind of tough. Typically, Dialgas kind of let that go. So this is definitely going to be a very tough call for us. So we're going to go ahead and go with another no shield, let Lugia go down, and we're going to bring in Metagross to load up on energy. Because I can stop a potential Draco Meteor Thunder, which is the moves I need to look out for, while resisting Dragon Breaths, we can actually load up on quite a bit of energy right here, as you guys can see. So that our bullet punches, even though they are resisted, they're still doing quite a bit of damage, and we can probably fully farm down. We do shield as well, and we do block the Draco Meteor, and we see a swap now into Mewtwo. So we're going to go ahead and throw this Meteor Mash. This hopefully gets the second shield, but they decided to let it go, which is fine. This means I can bring in Garchomp right here and farm down. This as well is just going to be a Side Strike. I needed to be concerned about Ice Beam, but it was too quick, so Side Strike is not going to be enough to take us out, so we can farm down. Now, I don't know what that final Pokemon is going to be, but it's still going to be tough. They have Dialga still as well, so hopefully I can get the Sand Tomb off in time, which we can. This is going to force that final shield or take out Dialga, both of which I think is pretty beneficial for us. So we take it out, and the final Pokemon is actually going to be a Conkeldurr, which is going to be very tough. Thankfully, we saved a ton of energy on Metagross right here, so we should be able to win the race to 2 charge moves. Both of us are building up right now. They need 2 dynamic punches. I need 2 meteor mashes. But because we came in against Dialga and farmed down pretty hard, we might be able to actually win this race. They go ahead and throw their dynamic punch, so we're going to go ahead and shield. And I think I do have the energy right now, which I do. So I go ahead and click it, and we do get it in time, which is beautiful. So all that energy that we got from farming up against the Dialga really paid off for us there in the end. So good game to my opponent. All right, moving into this next one here. We have Garchomp on the lead versus Zacian. Okay, this is the Pokemon you got to look out for. We're going to go ahead and go straight into Lugia. I don't like playing the game. Is it play rough or not? And we do see a Shadow Metagross now come in. They came in a bit late. So what we can do right here is, because this is Shadow, they take quite a bit of damage. So we can just throw straight Aero Blast right here, and we'll have to see if it lands. If it does, we actually could probably flip this mid-game, and the Zacian only has, I think, 2 fast moves right now. So we do land it. That's beautiful. And we get the attack boost. That's pretty nasty. We can fully farm down right now before they get to another Meteor Mash. So we flip the matchup, have energy, and still 2 shields. This is a perfect setup. We do have Dialga come in, though, so this is not ideal. But I know my win con is with Metagross, right? Able to take out the Zacian and finish off the Dialga. So we land the Sky Attack. We swap into Garchomp right here to draw out the Zacian if I can. But they decide to stay in, so that's fine by me. I'm going to go ahead and no shield. Hopefully this is Draco Meteor. But it's going to be an Iron Head, which means they might be able to swap, and they do swap into Zacian. I was hoping it was Draco Meteor because it would one-shot me and I could come in with Metagross farm down, right? But at least we land the Sand Tombs right here, and we might be able to get to another one in time. But they decide to throw their energy, which again works perfectly for us. I still have Lugia to sack swap if I need it, and I have Metagross now that can come in and hard farm down. They're switch locked as well, so I'm gonna have to shield right here. This could be a close combat, and it is going to be, which means these bullet punches are really going to be adding up now, so we are able to completely take it out. The last thing is the Dialga that is low, and this should be a good game, very well played. They have to basically catch a shield from me with Iron Head, and then land a Draco Meteor or Thunder in order to take us out, but they're not going to be able to do that in time. I also swap into the Lugia, thinking 1 Dragon Tail would be enough, but it wasn't. But hey, that's alright, we still have a shield, and that is going to be a good game, very well played. Alright, moving into this next one, we have Garchomp on the lead versus Zacian again. This time I'm going to stay in. I'm going to see what happens. Sometimes they have play rough, sometimes they do not. So we'll have to see what happens here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go straight for Sand Tomb just to get the debuff going, and then I might look to swap into Lugia to try to catch the charge move. So we're going to go ahead and build up some more energy. Now I'm going to swap into Lugia, and I do catch the charge move right here. So we'll see if this is going to be play rough or it's going to be a close combat. So we caught the close combat, which is beautiful. Now we do see a Yveltal come in, the Bacon Burb right here. This is not a good matchup for us. Obviously the Snarls and Dark Pulses are doing super effective damage, but Lugia is so bulky that we might actually be able to get to an Aeroblast, and we do. So this is going to put a lot of pressure on their shields, which is definitely going to be more ideal for a Metagross late game sweep, and we do get a shield, so that's beautiful. We get another attack boost. Why not, Lugia? Just turn up in these videos. And now they do have a lot of energy, so I'm going to go ahead and let this go, and then I'm going to come in with Garchomp right here and basically go for a Sand Tomb to lower the defenses, right? This is not going to KO, right? The flying typing with the ground move, but it's going to lower the defenses, so I don't have to do as many Dragon Tails, and I only take maybe, hopefully, 1 Dark Pulse, which I can survive right here. We're saving our shields for Metagross again for that late game sweep. And they do decide to swap back into Zacian, so that's fine with me. I will come in happily with Metagross and farm this thing down, throw up my shields as well if I need it. We do know that Darkrai is low and has some energy, so I gotta be careful, and I'm gonna go ahead and go for a no shield right here on this close combat. It's gonna hurt, it does a lot of neutral damage, but I'm more concerned about the Yveltal having a Dark Pulse and maybe then some. So we'll have to see. Plus, we don't know what the final Pokemon is. They bring in Yveltal right here, which is fine by me. I can almost fully farmed down. I'm gonna have to give up a shield right here. Obviously, Dark Pulse would take us out, and we have far too much energy, but Metagross with energy is an absolute monster, so you gotta be careful. Final Pokemon is actually gonna be a Mewtwo, so this is very, very beneficial for us. We can go straight for Meteor Mash right here. It lands, which means we can go into Garchomp and Dragon Tail down. If it got the shield, we could go for another Meteor Mash. But either way, this is looking like a good game because Dragon Tail, Sand Tomb, yeah, that is going to be a good game. Very well played to my opponent right there. All right, moving into this next one, we have Garchomp on the lead versus Excadrill. Alright, so we want to keep this Excadrill on the lead, and we want to take it out. Obviously, it can do very well versus Lugia and Metagross, so I'm going to go ahead and no shield first. And it is going to be Drill Run, which does some nice neutral damage, and then we're just going to go straight for Sand Tomb right here. I should have probably gone for Earth, or built up to Earth Power, at least to force shields, but landing it does the exact same thing that I need. It is going to allow me to farm down with Dragon Tail versus this Steel typing right here. I'm going to go ahead and give up a shield to keep that switch advantage and then farm down and have loaded energy. And thankfully, because we threw the Sand Tomb right away, our Dragon Tails are enough to take it out before they get to a third charge move right there. So we do see Dialga now come in, so we're going to go ahead and go for Sand Tomb right here. This is going to be debuffing them and might get a shield as well because we almost have Earth Power, but they decided not to shield, so that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and swap into Lugia now, keep that Garchomp alive, and we do see a Kyogre come in. So this is, again, a situation where I don't actually want to go for Aeroblast right here because this is like their last frontier, or not frontier, their last, you know, their last chance to kind of close this game out. They're probably going to be shielding, which we do get that right there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go for a shield right here because I want to chunk this Kyogre. As long as I keep going for these sky attacks, it's going to keep putting pressure on them to use that final shield, and then we can potentially, I can speak today, potentially close this game out with Metagross because we do have Earthquake. So we got 2 shields right there, which is beautiful. We should be able to survive this Surf, and hopefully I can get this sky attack off. So we do survive it. I do get the sky attack, and then we're going to have to swap right away into Metagross to start getting ahead on energy. So we go ahead and swap. We go ahead and farm down right here, which is beautiful, and now it's going to be a race. We should be able to win to Earthquake right here, and that's going to be a good game, very well played to my opponent. So thankfully we got Excadrill out of the way early. It's obviously a very nice matchup versus our backline right there. We're able to take it and keep all 3 Pokemon alive, so that is going to be a good game, very well played. So those were some of my battles right there. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Kind of stuttered my words a bit there at the end, but that's all right. Garchomp, Metagross, Lugia, all of which have legacy moves, right? Earth Power, Meteor Mash, and Aeroblast, but they are very strong Master League Pokemon. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.